hard to believe that my buddy Chuck would play Cupid.
Well, he called to apologize, and I came here to do the same thing. I'm afraid I'm an awfully jealous woman.
I promise I will never again help a young lady with a zipper. Present company accepted, of course.
Oh, I would have hated to miss tomorrow night.
What's tomorrow night?
Oh, then we're going to the Milk Fun Costume Ball, remember?
That's tomorrow?
Mm-hmm.
Ooh, I've got to figure out some kind of a costume to wear.
Well, if it'll help any, I'm going as Salome. Will you see me in my 7 veils?
You have to be so bundled up?
I have an idea.
What?
Why don't you go as Julius Caesar?
No, how would we look together? 7 veils and a sheet?
Goodbye, dear. Oh, Bentley. I hope you don't mind my dropping by, but I was in the neighborhood and I wanted to talk to you.
You two have sort of met before, Miss Lane, Miss Castillo.
It's so nice of you to be a witness for Mr. Gregg.
Well, it's very hard to say no to Bentley.
That's a lovely dress you're wearing.
Thank you.
And I noticed the zipper is working, too.
Yes, isn't that a shame? No, it's not nearly as much fun.
Don't you think that we'd better do what we
You
have?
know, I understand that you're billed as a society chanteuse. Just what society do you sing for?
Miss Lane, we have quite a bit of ground to cover. Elena, really, I've got a lot of work to do on Miss Lane's zipper. I mean, her testimony. All right, then. See you. Bye.
She's such a lovely girl. What back fence did you find her on?
Won't you sit down? Now, Miss Lane, I would like to go over your testimony thoroughly and prepare a deposition.
Oh, sure, sweetie. But listen, I want to ask a favor of you first.
Yes?
Well, you see, I'm doing something for you, and so it seemed only right that you do something for me.
That makes sense. What?
Well, my manager thinks that I'm not doing enough to promote myself as a society chanteuse. And so I thought it'd be great publicity if I were seen around town with you. You know, and go to some of these society things and all that.
Oh, like what?
Well, like the Milk Fun Costume Ball.
Oh, I'm sorry, but I'm taking Miss Castillo to that.
Well, I think you better change your plans, or you just might find yourself without your star witness. I seem to feel my memory slipping away, Mr. Grant.
Now, wait. Hello? Oh, yes, Mr. Granger. Yes, everything's going on just fine.
Bentley, I'm going as Cleopatra. How are you going?
You're absolutely right, Peter. I'd better tell Miss Castillo the truth. I've got to take Miss Lane or I'm going to lose that case.
Sure. Same advice you give niece Kelly. Only way out of jam, tell truth.
Hello, Elena, dear. Bentley. Oh, I'm fine. Elena, there's something I've got to discuss with you. No, I haven't picked out my costume yet. I'm too tall to go as Napoleon. Hercules? Oh, I'm too short to go as Hercules. I can tell that you're excited. Look, Elena, Abraham Lincoln? But Elena... Yes, I'm sure we're going to have a wonderful time. I'm looking forward to it, too, dear. Bye.
Maybe you better go as Henry Hudson. You shoe up creek.
All right, darling. Hey, what's the matter?
I took your advice. I did what you told me.
Yes, and what happened?
I told Ricky the truth about Hank. And I told Hank the truth about Ricky. And they both got mad at me. And now I don't have any date for the junior hop.
That's great. I end up with 2 dates. She winds up with none.
Don't worry about niece Kelly. Kids always work things out. But you and Big Jam, you got double trouble. Shame you're not born twins.
Shame I'm not born what?
Twins. 2 people.
Hey, that's it.
That what?
That's the solution. Yes. Maybe I can be twin. Perfect. Great. Not even Queen Isabella could tell us apart.
Incidentally, what did this guy Balboa ever do to get a town named after him?
Nothing. Just discovered the Pacific Ocean, that's all.
Big deal. How could he miss it?
Sorry, Cousin Charlie. Don't want to go to movie. We're going to have a better show here. Mr. Gregg got a very clever plot worked out. Got himself out of jam. He dressed up as Balboa. A Balboa, Spanish explorer.
I don't know. We look like a couple of cans of tomatoes. I feel like I can use a grease and lube job.
He's going to take lady to ball. And once you go in the powder room, he's going to disappear. And other Balboa going to take over. Then he go pick up other date at 9, and then they switch back and forth. What's the matter, Cousin Charlie? You slow on the uptake tonight.
Don't worry about it. They'll never be able to tell us apart.
That must be Elena. Duck out the back door.
Who, me? Balboa, the famous explorer, leave by the back door? What would the Queen say?
Go on.
Sure!
Come in, my lady.
Bentley, you look marvelous.
Name is Vasco Nunez de Balboa. Will you see my beard? And, I will thank you to stop staring at my knobby knees.
Now you know how we ladies feel. How do you think I look?
Magnifico.
Miss Castillo just get here. She dressed up as Salami. Salami. That famous woman covered with veils. Boy, you sure slow on the uptake tonight, Cousin Charlie.
Oh, Bentley, we are going to have the most exciting evening.
Yes, I just hope it's not too exciting. Oh, excuse me.
Uh-oh. Stick around, Cousin Charlie. Plot thicken. Cleopatra just arrived.
Who's that?
Just my tailor. He came to get my tuxedo. But you see, I don't need my tuxedo. I'm wearing my formal breastplate. Why don't we go out here, out in the patio? It's lovely this time of night, and who knows, we may find a goblet of gimlets. Here, why don't you read this? I'll be right with you.
Gotta hang up now, Cousin Charlie. Yes, Mr. Gregg.
Go out there and fix something for Miss Castillo to drink and keep her occupied.
Believe it or not, garden look much better with curtains drawn. Eliminate glare from living room and bring outside inside. Care for cocktail, Miss Castillo?
Oh, yes. Thank you. Well.
People sleeping upstairs. Look, I'm sorry I kept you out there, but I had to scrape a little rust off my armor. What are you doing here anyway? I was supposed to pick you up at your place.
Well, I got ready early, and besides, I wanted to make sure that I was the one you were taking to that ball, Bentley, baby.
Now, look, now that you've reassured yourself...
Say, don't you look snazzy. How do you like me as Cleopatra?
Swell. Beautiful out. Why don't you go back to your place, and I'll pick you up at about 9.
Well, I'd like a drink.
We don't have enough time.
I'd like a drink.
Yes, but... Yeah, why don't you sit right down here?
On the step?
Nothing like a cocktail on the carpet. Be right back. Well, everybody comfy here?
Everything's fine. What'd you say, dear?
Nothing. Elena, dear, why don't you drive my car down to the ball, and I'll get a cab, and I'll meet you there later.
Bentley, what are you talking about?
I think I'd better go and see. No, not you. There've been prowlers in the neighborhood lately.
Sorry, Mr. Gregg. I get more clumsy every day.
Well, Bentley, I think I came unsnapped.
Well, look, why don't you take it home and fix it, and then I'll come...
Home with old nimble fingers himself. Here, you can fix it.
No, I'm not very good. Hello, Elena. It wasn't a prowler, after all.
What is she doing here?
What are you doing here? He's taking me to the ball.
So you were going to double-cross me after all.
Well, look, I can explain everything.
Oh, no. You'll never be able to explain your way out of this.
Well, at least I can try. Hello? Oh, yes, Mr. Granger.
Oh, Bentley, you'll never change. And don't expect any favors from me in the future. And as for you society chanteuse, smile when you call me a society chanteuse. Don't wave that snake at me, lady. I'll belt you.
Greg, what's all that noise?
This is a very important phone call. Now, keep it quiet, please. Yes, Mr. Granger?
Why don't you turn your TV set down?
Well, it's not my TV set, sir.
I know all about you society girls. You run around with your big charity
Can't you argue more quietly?
You think you're so smart. Don't you shush me, you phony. Oh, of all the tricks, at least you might have had the decency to explain.
Yes.
And you told me that you broke your date with her. He told you that?
Yes, I did. I mean, no, I didn't. Yes?
I've just come from an emergency board meeting here at the store, and we've decided to settle that damage case out of court.
You did?
He'll never see me again.
Well, that's wonderful.
What?
Hold
on.
Yes, Mr. Granger, you made a wise decision.
I'll never trust another lawyer again until my lips.
Yes, we're going to pay him off and avoid any unpleasant publicity.
I certainly agree, Mr. Granger.
I guess it's always best to settle these things peaceably.
Yes, indeed, sir. You're so right, Mr. Granger. There's nothing like a peaceful solution.
Coming up, it's the Doris Day Show.
And tonight at 11 Eastern, a murdered dentist at a chocolate makers convention on Remington Steel, only here on CBN.